Hey, Coach Gorman here with Cary Grove Lacrosse. So today I wanted to talk a little bit about our offensive system that we have created. I call it a system, I call it ours because it's a combination of several different packages or offensive sets that I've used or I've seen over the years. With the box lacrosse influence, we have kind of transitioned away from the static play. We've got into more motion. Right? We want to see more movement on the field. So our system is called the MORR system. Okay, use the abbreviation MORR. Very simply stands for motion, offense, read, react. So it's a motion-based offense based on reading and reacting. I've found over the years of coaching, it's easier to teach players to read and react rather than to remember. Right? If I was to give a player a book of plays and there's 25 plays in there, they become very robotic and it takes the creativity of lacrosse out of play there, and that's not what we're looking for. In today's game, we want to see players to simplify it and just basically have them read and react. So again, our system, we like to call it the MORR system, motion offense based on reading and reacting. Okay, rather than setting up particular sets or particular plays, we want to follow rules. Okay, we want to teach all our players that there are rules that we follow when we're on the field. Simplifying those rules. So rules of the MORR system. Number one, we are always looking to dodge as our primary option. Again, when you give players plays or even rules, they become robotic, and the element of beating the man that's covering them kind of goes out the window, right? You see it when a player catches the ball, and instead of squaring their shoulders and becoming a threat initially, their eyes are up and they're looking to move the ball right away before assessing how the defender that's covering them is actually covering them. Is he allowing me? Is he overplaying me? Is he playing inside, allowing me to shoot? And so on. So we're always looking, no matter what everything else on the board says, we're always looking to dodge as our primary option. Number two, when the ball is in motion, we are in motion. Simply means if player A is passing to player B while that ball's in motion, all players on the field are also in motion. I always teach when we're running these drills, if you are standing still, you are doing something incorrect that is hurting your team. Okay? So when the ball's in motion, we are always in motion. Number three, when a pass is thrown, we do one of the following. So if I'm, let's say I'm the top right midi and I throw that ball down to my wing, I'm doing one of the following. One, it's a give and go. Okay? We like to define a give and go as it's a pass where I cut in front of my defender. I want my defender to know that I cut in front of him. All right? A second option would be a give and a backdoor cut. So I pass that ball, I fake that I'm going to go in front of my defender, I turn and I go behind him. Okay? I'm looking to catch him off guard. I make a pass, his eyes follow the ball, I'm going to go right off his back shoulder and try to make it give and go right to the net. Okay? Third option, we call it give down, pick down, or a pass down, pick down, where I'm going to pass it down. I may fake a give and go, I may fake the give and back door, but then I'm going and I'm setting a pick for the man I pass the ball to. And when teaching the pick and roll, the roll is twice as important as the pick. We must emphasize that. So many field players become very stagnant after the pick. If they even roll, it's not at full pace, or they don't even open their body up and go to the goal. So we like to teach it from the roll first, backwards to the pick. The roll is twice as important as the pick. So those would be your three options. Rule number 4, ABC. ABC, always be cycling. Okay? This is more of an off-ball rule. So if the ball's with the lefties, the righties are always cycling. And we have a definition of how we teach our cycling. So let's say the top man is going to initiate the cycle. I want my top man, okay? So if the ball was up here, let's say this wing attackman has the ball. His teammate's up here. I got a midi here and I got an attackman here, okay? We like to teach our boys that we go in front of our defense on a cycle. So we're not just cycling for the sake of replacing with the low man. We are actually looking to draw attention and possibly get a quick pass as we cut to the goal. If not, at least we're drawing the attention of the D. So if there was a defender here and a defender here, this man makes sure as he cuts, he goes down the middle, drawing the attention of any defender that's in front of him. As he is going, the back man is following. He is going to follow and fill. So as the low man is following, he's looking for a little pop shot. Perhaps nobody's on him. He continues to cut to the goal to follow the top man. Or if the defense shuts it down, he then just comes back out top. Now low man becomes high man becomes low man. So in cycling, we are looking to get the ball. We're not just going through the motions of going low to high or high to low. When dodging the alleys, rule number 5, when dodging the alleys, our wingman does one of the following. Okay, so what that means, let's say the ball was back up top here, and this man is going to dodge down the alley. This wing player here does one of 3 options. First one would be a cut, where he cuts across the field. Okay? We're looking to clear his defender out with him across the field, so when this midi attacking this alley is looking to get a shot. Okay? That would be our first option. And these are in no particular order. This is a read and react. You can do any of the 3. The second one, the ball was here and he's dodging that alley. This man would curl. So let's say he initiates his cut and his defender decides to slide to the ball. He would follow his defender with a little C curl, looking for a little pop shot in front of the goal. That would be another option. Okay? Third option, which is followed by a secondary rule, would be a fadeaway. So if this man is cutting down this alley, this attackman can fade. He's backpedaling, fading towards the sideline. Okay? If the midfielder decides to throw the ball to the attackman who is faded, he must follow his pass with a pick. All right? So as you'll see later with our offense, we always have an X-man who's coming to and a crease man who's going away in this situation. So if he passes out to this attackman who faded, he then goes out and sets a screen for him. So now we have a high cut with the ball. We have a backdoor roll. We've got an X coming to on the ball side. We have a crease man who's fading away as well. So again, when we dodge the alley, we have 3 options. We can cut, we can curl, or we can fade away. And on the fadeaway, we're always going to set a pick. Always set that pick on the ball. Catches that defense off guard. Okay, rule number 6. We work directly with a partner, indirectly with the other 4 players on the field. So we work directly with a partner, indirectly with the other 4 players on the field. In our standard formation, our partners would be vertical. Okay? In other formations, that may change. So let's just talk about our standard formation, where I got a man at X, man on crease, low wing, high man, low wing, high man. So if I was to take those 6 players and break that into pairs, right? There's 3 pairs. These 2 are working directly with each other, which is crease and X. Then over here, I'd have the high and the low righty, and I'd have the high and the low lefty. Okay, so directly these 2 are working together. Same goes for there, same goes for there. Indirectly, we are running as a whole. Okay, so the last rule. The center pair consisting of X and the crease man. The crease man is always going to go away from the ball, and the X man is always going to come to the ball. So no matter where we're attacking from, the X man is always going to go on the ball side, as the crease man is going to fade away. So they become mirrors of each other. They're constantly mirroring. So let's just say, here's my crease man, here's my X man. Let's say the ball was coming in from this wing. So this righty just beat his man out towards the restraining line. He's coming in on a dodge. As that's happening, this crease man is fading away, looking for a little backdoor shot, as the X-man is coming to on the ball side. All right, several reasons for that. Number one, it's going to create space for the dodger. It's going to force the defense to make decisions. I always teach our offense. The more decisions the defense have to make, the more times they must communicate with each other, the better chances you're going to have to create openings. Okay? We want those defenders to constantly be working. All right, we want to think ahead. We're always 2 steps ahead like a chess game. I want to know that we've watched this defender all game. We know he chases his man. So that's great. He's going to chase that crease man as he goes away, so that guy coming in from the wing is going to get an open shot and beat the slide. Or there wouldn't be a slide in that situation if we had a chasing defenseman on the crease. Okay? So that pretty much sums up the rules. Okay? We've broken it down to 7 basic, simple rules. When we follow this system, you can go into any offensive formation. In the next series, we're going to talk about the formations that we run, and we will show you why all rules can apply to any offensive formation that we put out there. Thank you very much.